Hello and welcome. This is Kenshin1913 and we're Let's Playing Dragon Warrior 3. So in the last episode we found out that I am the son of the hero Ortega, and basically he died in a volcano. So I've got to take over. So as I was saying last time, you know, we can make new characters, male and female, whichever one we want. And you know what? I might make a female wizard. But let's just make a wizard, a male character right now. We will call him Glenn. I like the name Glenn. Now you've got 7 classes here that you can choose. A soldier, which is like physical. They're kind of slow, but they gain a lot of strength, a lot of HP, and a lot of defense, and they can equip like tons of equipment. The most equipment in the game. Next, you have a pilgrim. He is a cleric. He learns heal spells and some attack spells and status spells and whatnot. His attack isn't that good. You know, he can equip a good amount of stuff, but later on in the game he just becomes kind of crappy. He's not as useful as another character, which I'll be getting later. The third class is a wizard. Obviously, you know what a wizard is. They're really weak. They got a lot of intelligence, and they learn a lot of spells, a lot of attack spells, and they gain a lot of MP. So normally I take these 3 in my group in the beginning. A fighter is like a soldier, but they have high attack power. They get a lot of agility, so they normally attack first, and also they end up getting a lot of critical hits. The only thing about them is, couple bad things about them is that they hardly have any equipment to equip, and also they have kind of a low to average defense. So you know, you don't want to put, well, eventually you can put them in the front, but in the beginning they're going to be kind of weak for a while, but eventually they become a powerhouse. Sometimes instead of using a soldier, I will use a fighter, because they're pretty good and they get a lot of criticals like later in the game. Alright, the 5th class you can be is a merchant, which we're going to make. Merchant, he's pretty good. You know, he's like an average character. He can equip a good amount of equipment, armor and stuff. But he's not that strong. He's not that fast. He doesn't learn any spells. There's only really one reason to make a merchant, and that's for later, which we're going to do. We're going to make a merchant. And finally, the last class. Well, not really the last class, but the last class we can pick here is a Goof-off. These guys are totally worthless. There's only one good. The only thing that they gain a lot of is luck. They have low HP, low attack, low everything. They're just really bad, and you really can't control them too much in battle. They normally do their own thing, and they're just really bad. But if you get them up to a certain level, when you get to somewhere else, you can change their class to a certain into the sage class, basically. And the sage class is like a hybrid of a cleric or pilgrim, whatever, and a wizard. And they learn both types of spells. They're kind of strong, and they can use a good amount of equipment too. So I'm going to be making one of them. But for the time being, we're going to make a merchant. Going to make a male. Looks good. Yep. No, we're not going to register anyone else right now. Anyways, yeah, so we definitely want to register at least one merchant before we leave, due to the fact that we will need one later in the game. So now that we have our companions, we can set off to look at what we need to do. Like, what do we need to get? A lot of people have been talking about this key in the Tower of Najima, which we will probably go to. And you can't get in any of these doors. You can't talk to anybody. So there's a cheap way to get a lot of money in the beginning of the game, and that is just keep making soldiers, then putting them in your group, and then selling off their equipment, and then keep doing that over and over and over again. But I don't feel like it, so we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way: gain levels and gain gold outside of town fighting monsters. Come on, old man. Move. Keep going. There we go. Let's talk to my mom. Now, a nice thing about coming here is if you talk to your mother, you can sleep for free. That's a nice thing. Good morning. Time to get up and go. So let's see if I don't know if you can search this. Nope, you can't search the drawers. In the newer Warrior Dragon Quest games, every character has a different personality, and their stats go up depending on what personality they have. It's pretty cool. In the beginning of the game, they ask you a whole bunch of oh, the traveling doors. Anyways, it's pretty cool. They give you a bunch of different personalities you can do and all that. So you have the three main items here, you know, the medical herb, the antidote herb, and the wing of wyvern. You have the inn. Let's talk to, yeah, we already talked to you. Yeah. Okay, ocean, blah, blah, blah. So, this is the store that deals weapon and armor. Alright, so the things that we want to get, we're probably going to get a copper sword, 2 of them. One for the soldier, one for Ragnar, and one for the pilgrim. I think then when we buy armor, we'll buy 3 of them for the soldier. Oh no, 2 of them, I'm sorry. One for the soldier, one for the cleric. And then we'll do a hand-me-down of the Wayfarer's clothes to the wizard. And then we gotta buy 4, I think 4 shields. So, we got a lot of money you gotta do. So let's go outside town. I'll show you the battles and the night mechanic. Look at that. Enemies. Black ravens and slimes. Now since my hero, let's go over the fight mechanics so far. Alright, whoever's in the front gets the run command. Since Ragnar doesn't get any spells, I make him in the front, so then he's got 4 commands. You got fight, which will you can attack who you want. Run, obviously run. Parry, meaning you'll defend. And then you can use items. And you can use items on your party members or on enemies. Now when you click on this to go fight, and you click on the arrow over here, meaning you can hit your own party members if they're like confused or asleep and they've been asleep, or they've been in that status for a long time, you can do that. Again, like I think like in the other game, so in the other game, when you attack someone, an enemy that's dead, you will miss. Now, since my hero doesn't have any spells, he only has three commands he can do. And so let's look at the pilgrim already has a heal spell, and the wizard already has a blaze spell. Blaze is like hurt or fireball, basically. And basically with the wizard, you're gonna be what is it? Just using spells with him because his strength is so low. So there we go, first battle. So over there to the west is the Tower of Najima, which we will go to, obviously, since it's our first area. And if we keep going, alright, so we went up a couple levels, well, 1 level each, and our pilgrim, or I might call him cleric, he learned a new spell called Expel, which when you use it, the Expel spell will get rid of any weak enemies in the battle. It's pretty useful, I guess. So as you can see, the alright, look at that. Our hero went up a level, and so did the soldier. And our hero learned his first spell, Blaze. Come on already and go to night so I can show ya. See as it gets darker. I kind of like this part the best due to the fact that the colors are like so vibrant. So now that it's night, let's check out the town really fast. And as you can see, most shops are not open during night. A lot of people are sleeping. The guy over here that was guarding his own little house is now upstairs. But this is all I can do for now. This has been Kenshin 1913 saying see you next time.